Here. For those of you just now tuning in, my name's CarmelOP and welcome back to Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. We're just moving the main story along. But yeah, like, I don't know, like, you can't have a day and night cycle if it's perpetually night, I guess. Again, I'm having a real hard time understanding what you're meaning, but hey, take your time, explain what you mean, no rush. Okay, there's obviously a camera somewhere. Can we go into this club now, into Atrium? We cannot. Missing, have you seen? Okay, just posters. I mean, you could have the character die slowly in the sun. I mean, possibly. Possibly. Let's see. I've seen it done in games and movies. I mean, sure. Yeah, you could. I mean, they have an incredible lighting system, so I wouldn't be opposed to it. But then again, like, I would have to look and see, like, hey, do vampires need to sleep?
Surveillance camera. Knock it out.
You know, do they need to sleep a little bit? Like, is that something that's persistent with them? Because if they need to sleep, it makes sense for them to go to sleep during the day and be awake at the nighttime. I don't know, I'm just thinking out loud. Okay, fed on him. I don't even know why I'm doing this. But, you know, it's just, I guess, for the blood point that really I don't care about anymore. I know Skyrim did it, like you would take damage during the day if you play as a vampire. I don't know, I mean, you just really can't, because then like, at what point, I mean, well, that could be a good role-playing element to a game. Like, say, if you start, like, let's pretend we make a vampire game, right? And let's say you start out as a fledgling vampire for whatever reason. And then the more powerful you become, or maybe the way you build your character, they may be able to resist the sun a little bit more and can stay out longer. You know, that could be a gameplay element. I'd buy that for $5 if that was like a thing. Okay, audio drops, that's fucking great. Get inside before the game crashes. I mean, that could, like, if you were like to really have a true RPG, I could totally buy that, you know. Or, like, you know, you have a vampire who you've built to have so many hit points that, like, yeah, they take damage at a normal rate, but, like, they're so tanky that, like, they can't, like, they could stay outside all day and not die from beginning to end, as long as they don't take any extra damage. You know, I'm thinking of, like, pen and paper, you know. Like, oh, you're taking 1 point of damage. Like, you have like 35 total health, and every hour you take 1 to 2 points or 3 points of damage for being out in the sun. You know, like, that could, you know, I could see that happening, actually, you know. But that would have to be an actual RPG, not this shit. Fuck them side quests.
Regular as clockwork. Guess something's still pulling at my gray matter even without Gideon. Fire, you there?
I am.
The case was shelved. Gideon's disappearance. We thought it was the rebar killer. There was nothing else to be done. Or so I thought. I remember that much. But it was Lou. She buried him under the ground with iron through his heart. Does that mean she's always been the killer?
You're the detective. You tell me.
And how did he become part of the Sabbat? It was Lou's fault. How could I not know?
But why are we awake? That's really the core question we have. Why are we
It's
awake?
Lou's fault. How could I not know that?
It's been so many years. You said it was shelved. What's changed?
These new killings. Maybe a copycat, maybe not, but they've put a tickle in my skull. I can't stop thinking about that night. The last time we saw him, he said he had to ask Lou something about stories. Don't you remember?
I remember. But if you're right, what can we do about it? Who would believe you?
Let's see here.
You're right. We gotta find evidence. But how?
I do have an idea. Lou has a habit of keeping trophies.
What, like Tyrant of the Year trophies? Engraved with her name and presented with a pin badge saying, I'm #1.
No, like mementos.
That's what I said.
The point is that I know where she keeps them. Remember all those years back, I used to have a lab in the basement of the glacier.
Oh, skeletons in her closet?
She uses it for storage now. I doubt anyone else has been down there for years. There might be something there. You'd need to find a way in. Maybe Jimmy the elevator or something.
That does seem worth a try. Although they're not a big fan of me over at the glacier.
I used to know Vampire Girl IRL. I bet you never knew Vampire personally. No. No.
Since I dug a hole in their foyer, I still swear that X marked the right spot.
Fabian, you told me once you'd given up on Gideon's death. That there was nothing you could do.
It's the curse of being a detective, Miss Sophia. Like a dog with a bone. Some bones we only dig up when we remember where we buried them.
You say Vampire Girl, the first thing that comes to my head is like Horse Girl too, for some reason.
A mite too close to Her Majesty for my liking.
All right, over to the Glacier Hotel. We got to be getting close to the point where Fabian meets fire, right? Or wakes him up.
That wasn't too helpful.
Let me stop you there, buddy. Private party. Nothing for you tonight.
I'm on official business.
None of that, my friend. I know all the tricks.
Then I commend your attention to duty, and I wish you good night.
Truth be told, I never felt at ease in the glacier. Guess the feeling was mutual.
All right, let's wear a different face and go through this
Evening,
bullshit.
ma'am. Wonderful to see you. How was today's shoot?
Oh, let's see here.
Oh, such a great day, darling. 7 scenes in the can.
Wonderful, ma'am. It must be such a grueling schedule. If I might ask, how do you stay in shape?
Oh, let's see here.
I am not answering that.
I'm so sorry for overstepping my bounds. Welcome back to the Glacier, ma'am. And may I say, I am such a fan of your movies.
Always happy to meet a fan, even if they are a dick.
Russian elder vampires are such a vibe.
Please, enjoy your evening.
Yeah.
Oh, I will.
You'd think that a card-carrying member of the undead would be able to get into swanky parties more often.
So you know
Maybe I
here,
needed to get me in.
here's the worst part about this.
Anyhow, time to visit the basement. To the elevator.
Here's the worst part about Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, is the fact that this is going, like, it already has performed so terribly that Paradox is probably not going to want to make another game out of it. You know, or maybe not task another studio with making a game out of it. So it's going to get shelved. It doesn't really have an identity. It doesn't. It doesn't. It's just,
Uh-oh, Tolly. This means trouble.
it just, I don't know.
I didn't think that would help.
Like, it's just,
Now, why is Seattle's finest patronizing the Glacier Hotel? Let me guess. A murder? A public health violation? Or just my unpaid parking fines?
like the story, the characters and all that, whether you hate them or not, like them or not, don't like the voice acting, whatever, at least there's a lot of substance here. The shame is that there's no game to go with it. Imagine playing Baldur's Gate 3, but none of the combat. You know, like maybe, or like actually, no, Baldur's Gate 3, but you can only use melee weapons. No magic, no talents, no skills, none of the fun stuff. You can only use melee attacks. Right, that's really what this game is. It's Baldur's Gate 3 with none of the cool stuff. Like, you can't, as a druid, you can't turn into a bear. Right? Karlach is boring. She doesn't have the immortal engine in her chest. Will, you know, Will's very surface level. He's a warlock, but his demon, like, she's just nowhere to be seen. You get what I'm saying? Like they put a lot of extra not steps, but extra things in that game to really bring it to life. Whereas this, I can compare this to like an indie game, to where like an indie game is more of a proof of concept than a completed product, and that's what this feels like.
I'm hot on the trail of a clue, which will lead me to a murder.
It could have always been worse. It could have been a
That's quite
corridor
something.
shooter.
Rope,
Yeah.
knife, candlestick, and where'd it happen? The library?
Can I just get past, please?
Lou's busy, whether you need clues or not. I might be persuadable, but police require access has never been enough for me.
What do you want?
Let's indulge in a little mutual scratching of backs here, Detective. You want your clue? I want some investigating done.
An investigation, huh? Investigating what?
You know me, always interested in the gossip. I've heard some things and I want to hear more. Patience is working on something very special. I want to know what. I want to know why it is that Silky leaves town every few weeks. And I really want to know about our newest recruit, Onda. She cut a deal to be let in. I want the skinny on it.
Okay,
I'll see what I can do.
Don't be any stranger.
so we gotta do all three of those things.
Going on a mighty quest to placate the guardian of the elevator doors hadn't been in my diary when I woke up.
Let's go talk to Onda first. Let's go talk to her first and see what's going on.
Trouble was, Tolly was mighty stubborn. Besides, some of his requests were kinda interesting. And it's not like I didn't have the time.
But yeah, it's just, there's so much of this going from one place to the other. I would have been, I don't know how you fix this. I would have to think about how you fix this, because this is a very difficult fix. Like, I would have to really think on it. But then again, I'm not a game designer. I'm like, man, I can't wait till the day, like, I hit, like, maybe 100,000 subs, and then, like, a studio reaches out to me, and they're like, hey, we want you to play this and be brutally honest. Like, I can't wait. That's gonna happen one day. It's gonna happen one
I
day.
was becoming a regular visitor to St. Stephen's, and nobody had smited me so far. Still, there's a first time for everything. I had to figure out what Onda's deal was, and I did not expect her to be pleased about it.
What do you want?
About Misty.
What about her?
Thanks for looking out for her.
She was in a bad way. Still is. Wherever she is. I guess she's moved on. Sometimes I think I hear her, or catch a shadow of her. She's out there in the city somewhere, trying to keep that child safe.
That child is never going to be
You know it'll
born.
never be born. Those two will be together forever.
Yeah. How did you join the Camarilla? Not easy for one of your clan.
True enough. It's what you'd expect. New lick in town, gotta prove their worth. The prince set me a task, well, his sire did. And that opened my eyes as to how this city works. Believe me.
Might I ask what that task was?
Guess you just did. But it's between me and Lou Graham. And it's done now, so shouldn't concern you.
Fair enough. I was just
Imagine
wondering.
Activision reaching out. Yo, tell us what you think about Black Ops 7.
I'll leave you to your brooding.
No, I mean, like, they don't need any insight because people will buy
I
it.
figured I didn't see the point in confusing things.
There was another thing.
Make it fast.
This your place now?
Sure, I guess. Since Father Macmillan passed on. I'm sure some official will notice and shut it down. But for now, someone has to keep the lights burning.
I'll see you later.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I can't.
Wasn't gonna speak. I didn't think that was worth the effort.
So I need to. Change my face. I'll probably change it to Misty. Let's see here. I need to go all the way around the block to meet another Malkavian. But, because, like, there's, like, some titles, like, I look at and I'm like, holy shit, like, did nobody tell you that this is a bad idea? And, like, I get it. There's probably a lot of stuff, like, that just turns out to be shit mid-development, but they've already gone this far. They can't just quit now, you know?
It's a fun.
Okay, let me...
Reggie, I have.
Like, you know, that's a lot of, like, you lay out, you know, a plan of, like, what you want to do.
Better. Well, have a good night.
And stuff.
Come
on. And, you know, you just build it, and then, you know, by the end of the development cycle, you'd be like, oh man, this game kind of sucks, you know, and like they still ship it anyway because people like me will buy it full price, hoping to make $1 off of it, but it is what it is. Also, it sucks because like I'm so like so now that I'm monetized on YouTube, like I've made the Vampire the Masquerade 1 video and it's demonetized because I put in the dancing song with, like, you know, the goths and the no longer horny joke in there. And so, like, I can't monetize. I'm not like that. I can't even share the revenue. I'm like making $0 from it, 0 pennies from it. It sucks. Oh wait, whoops.
I thought about it, but it seemed like a really bad move.
Okay, is there something around here I can talk to? Is there an object I can communicate with back here? Maybe.
Might be useful. Yeah, not the best conversationalist. I didn't see the need.
Okay. Because of the music got me. Which I appealed everything I absolutely could. But where it was made in China or Japan or whatever, they don't give a fuck. They'll just...
Cutlery.
Cutlery? I was made to take a life, not to butter bread.
Whoa! Okay, I get it. I'm sorry.
So yeah, can't monetize it. It is what it is, though.
Do you have an owner?
Not an owner, but a partner who wields me in our assignations. Together, we have slain many.
I was kinda hoping for a name.
There is a scent associated with me, is there not? An aromatic fragrance like jasmine, with just a touch of melted tallow. It is not unfamiliar, huh?
You're right there. It's Onda. Not a surprise. Wonder why she's not carrying you. So, have you killed lots of people?
Look at me, detective. Well-honed steel, well-sharpened, polished, oiled. The stains around the hilt are my marks of glory. When I sink into an opponent, I bite deep. They will remember me for the rest of their life. Which is presumably pretty short.
I gotta ask, though, why did Onda put you here?
You can only speculate, detective. For I have been used, and in recent memory, she does not want me found, no. Perhaps there is a secret associated with me, or a guilt. Or perhaps she is scared of me.
So, what has Onda used you for recently?
Parting flesh, detective. The cutting of mortal meat and the severing of bone. I am no cheese knife.
Oh, I can smell that. Blood. And recent, too. There's something more here, isn't there? Guilt. You reek of it. Yeah, I need to concentrate. Why do I sense guilt, my wicked little friend? It is so strong.
A blade cuts. A blade makes no judgment. But the wielder...
This is deep. Deeper than my guesswork. I can almost see.
I bite down through skin, through flesh, through thin and brittle bone. I sever, a cry of agony. Stumps spurt crimson as 2 fingers roll loose onto the tabletop. Twice more, bang, bang! The joints crack and digits fall away. white and scarlet, ruined, irreparable. Our victim sobs in pain and fear, pleading with his Lady Maria for an end.
Damn, you missed that vampire girl.
I am
Was she just like a
raised to
weird
strike
chick?
again. Oh,
Going through a phase or what?
Something. A vision worthy of Gideon. Wait. Lady Maria. He's pleading to Holy Mary. Anda killed the priest?
I am a knight. I cannot answer that. But that does fit what you sense, detective.
That was her price for joining the Camarilla. Lou never did get along with the clergy. I'll bet anything she was behind this. Thanks, Mr. Pointy. May you never
She just
get
dressed all black like a vampire. Oh, so she was a goth mommy essentially.
I had a feeling there was something else. But this was probably enough for Tali.
Okay. Oh, so do we not?
This hadn't been used in a while. Come to think of it, I hadn't heard the bells for a long time. Out of...
Okay, so let's go talk to Tali. Oh no, okay. Never mind. We gotta do all of these. That kind of sucks, but whatever. Gotta do all 3 of these investigations for Tali because the game, it's honestly just putting obstacles in our way.
There was still work to do. I still had to figure out what was going on with Patience's art. Silky's regular trips out of town needed investigating.
Oh, man. But yeah, right in the... I need to sit down and focus on the story bit a little bit next time I sit down and write. But it's so much easier for me to... So like when I write story bits, I usually just have like whatever gameplay I have playing in the background. That way I can kind of like
Here we were.
skim along and
Quick
follow
appraisal of
along and
Patience's
such.
artwork for Tali. At least it wasn't Isabella.
Okay, let's see what's going on in here.
With Patience not around, this seemed a good moment to indulge in a little art appreciating. Ooh, not my taste. No.
Okay.
I was a man of simple tastes, and Patience was good, I think.
Okay, I need to. So your
But I was
bisexual
no
lighting engaged, as Matt would say. Yeah, for real. I need to feed on a Malcav or
Headed
Malkavian.
to Aurora.
That way I can charge power so I can talk to objects. Okay, come on, lady. Let me feed on you.
Detective,
Just a sip.
come to me.
Thanks.
I'm all waiting.
Okay. Back it over there. Okay, Jesus Christ, this game runs like shit. Not even doing anything crazy, I'm just walking or sprinting down the street.
Hey there. Well, what do I even call you? How about I call you Clatterjack? Resonates with your spiny look. Anyway, tell me about you.
I am the Reaper of the Forsaken, the Forgotten, the Consumer of the husks of the lost.
Oh, that's nice. What's your purpose? Why did Patience choose to make you?
The art cannot speak of the artist.
Well, you're restarting a long history of arguments about art criticism right there, buddy. Let's stick with what I can figure out.
I am an expression of the truth of those that are forced to be animate, but do not live.
Yeah, I guess that's blatantly obvious. I thought there might be more to it.
I am power and rage and force in chains, and if unleashed, I will tear down my tormentors and destroy those that have me fettered.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I just don't know if that's figurative or if you could really, jump up and flap around. Any supernatural stuff going on here. Let me just concentrate a little.
Power. There is power in these bones. Heat is sequestered in this metal.
There is, isn't there? And what's more,
the skull. It screams in form and in function.
Yeah, there is something about that skull. I want a quick look at your noggin, Clatterjack. Don't mind me. Now, I know this is stating the obvious, but, you've got fangs. You have fangs. Oh, they're fake for sure, but that's the trick. Because underneath, you really are the bones of a kindred, aren't you? Oh, my. Have we met before?
Thin ice, Malkavian.
What the vajazzling fuck do you think you're doing, Fabian?
Admiring your art.
Appreciating the art doesn't mean sticking your fucking fingers into it.
Come on, foot pedal, work, goddammit. You should have a point routine for bisexual lighting as an inside joke. Yeah, but then people are going to come here thinking one thing, so, you know, not the best idea, but I like where your mind's at.
It is exactly what it looks like.
Uh-huh. God damn you. If you moved anything by an inch, I'll fucking... Wait. Why are you here?
Just looking. It's real good, Patience. I mean it. The skull, right there in the center. That does draw your attention. Where did you get it?
Yeah. Quite a thing, ain't it? Every found object has its story.
Uh-huh. And do you know it?
Not yet, but it's starting to talk to you.
In a necromantic, I want to control you way?
That would be cool, but no.
So whose is it? Where did it come from?
Honestly, I don't know who it is. I wish I did. Old Bonehead must have one hell of a story. As to where it came from, that's my business. Nico's not my only source. People here know my tastes.
Huh. Even if I couldn't figure out who old Bonehead was, I knew Tolly would want to know where the skull came from, or who gave it to Patience.
I like the red, it's very Vampire the Masquerade blowing. So the wall is actually what's red here. The wall is red. The lights down at the bottom here, they're orange. But obviously because the wall is so red, you know. Because, you know, when we moved into this house, I prefer bold colors. And so Olivia let me choose the color for this room up here. And she chose a very bold purple for downstairs in the living room. And like it's really nice too because like when the lights are out and we're watching a movie, like it's so nice, it's so dark in there. And then for the kitchen we finally got it colored. It's like a white, like a bluish tinted white. But yeah, this wall's red. It's red. If I turn these off, you would see that it's red. But for those of you watching live, it is greatly appreciated that